Two vibranium robots possessing hundreds of superpowers emerged out of nowhere. Even the seemingly invincible Magneto was so terrified that he kept backing away. If it hadn't been for Blink helping to open a portal, he probably would have died on the spot. These were the Sentinel robots, known as the nemesis of superhuman heroes. They possessed mimicry systems. The Sentinels could not only imitate mutants' abilities during battle, but also rapidly analyze and create moves to counter their opponents. Even Iceman, who was considered Omega level, used everything he had to defend against enemies, freezing the entire battlefield at absolute zero. The Sentinels still showed no concern and immediately began battle analysis, activating the sunspots within their bodies. Then one grabbed Iceman by the neck, increased its heat output, and brutally melted through his head. With one final stomp, it completely finished him off. Faced with pyros surrounding flames, the Sentinels were even more composed. They did the opposite, fighting fire with ice. Transforming into a frost giant, they withstood the flame damage and strode forward, directly freezing Pyro to death. As for the outwardly strong but inwardly weak Colossus, he was even less of a match. He threw a punch with all his might, gaining no advantage whatsoever. Instead, he was easily grabbed by his opponent, who quickly transformed into metal harder than his own, wound up his arm, and delivered a devastating punch that knocked Colossus to the ground. Before the man could even fight back, his head was smashed to pieces. Shadowcat and Bishop knew they were outmatched, and quickly joined forces to phase through walls and escape. However, the Sentinels' goal was to completely eliminate these mutants. They wouldn't easily let their targets get away. Fortunately, at the critical moment, Warpath rushed up with Blink's help to buy time, allowing the two to barely save their lives. After passing through the secret chamber, they quickly lay on the operating table to prepare for consciousness transfer. At this point, the battlefield was completely one-sided. The surviving Warpath and Blink fought desperately to buy time, but their strength was ultimately limited. After several rounds, though they saved their teammates, Blink was pierced through the heart by a Sentinel's arm and died. Facing three menacing killing machines, Warpath knew he could hardly survive. To buy his teammates more time, he resolutely drew his vibranium dagger and heroically sacrificed himself. The Sentinels then reactivated their sunspots, their bodies radiating scorching temperatures, melting through the steel door 100 meters away as easily as a hot knife through butter. Along with the molten lava, an entire head drilled through and quickly locked onto its target.
Too late, assholes.